Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. Happy Monday, everybody. Now, I've got a great presentation for you, as I always enjoy doing these 6 p.m. videos. Now, we've had some great stocks on the channel, and if you've made some money, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new and you want to make some money, hit the subscribe button, because tonight I've got 3 hot stocks. All of these companies showing a lot of momentum today. And guess what? It's not the first time I talked about these 3 stocks. You can check our YouTube channel. I've been doing videos about these companies, putting them on the live stream. That way our customers can take advantage from huge profits from ambitions that can potentially change the world going forward. So tonight's presentation, I'm going to jump into 3 news articles, catch you up on the 3 stocks I've been talking about on this channel. Then we're going to jump in the VectorVest 7 system and see if there's any opportunities ahead. The first stock we're going to talk about, navitas Corp. You can see here, look, the stock up over 16% after launching new semiconductor product to power NVIDIA's AI factories. I did a video on this not too long ago. Hot stock. And the interesting about this company is that they're actually solving the biggest problem for the AI bottleneck. Well, other than China. That is going to be energy. And with this company, their technology could be up to 40% more energy efficient than traditional semiconductors. Next stock on the list is going to be Canaan, C-A-N. The reason why? This Bitcoin miner has been under pressure the last few years, but it's got some great partnerships being announced recently, and that's what's causing the momentum to the upside. See, partnership with Saluda Holdings. Canaan has partnered to deploy 20 megawatts of its Avalon A15 XP miners. Is going to be in the center of Texas, aimed at strengthening its North American mining presence. Now, the other partnership was with Luxor Technology. This is to help facilitate a sale of over 5,000 of these machines to a U.S. institutional miner. Now, we also have a large U.S. owner, over 50,000 of these machines here, but from an unidentified client. But this news is popping out, which is creating a lot of optimism for the bulls when it comes to this stock. Now, here's another stock I've been talking about on the channel, datavault, dvlt. Phenomenal company, so forward thinking ahead. I love everything they're doing, especially their Bitcoin treasury perspective. Now, this company is about tokenizing real world assets. I've talked about that, the intermingling between the traditional finance system and crypto tokenization, right? Well, this partnership was with Max International AG to launch a Swiss-banked digital exchange targeting institutional tokenization of real-world assets. The collaboration leverages datavault's AI's global patent portfolio and AI valuation systems, plus Max's international Swiss domicile regulated issuance networks and fiduciary expertise. Think about it. Think about it. If I want to be in the space of international transactions, I want a partnership in Switzerland. Now we're in the VectorVest 7 software, and these are the 3 stocks I have right above me. We got Canaan, C-A-N, Navitas, NVTS, and datavault AI, DVLT. Look at the momentum today. 25% on Canaan and Navitas, up 16% based on that NVIDIA news. datavault AI up 23% on their partnership. Again, these companies have huge partnerships and huge projects in the work that I'm a believer in. Now, as far as the value here, you're not getting much value with these positions at all. You see right here, Canaan, we only value stock at 89 cents. Navitas, $1.58. datavault, $1.01. Now, we did have some value opportunities back in the day, but now those opportunities are long gone. Investors are willing to pay a premium. That's not necessarily a bad thing if some of these projects work out, like Navitas, right? If they're able to get into the AI factory of NVIDIA and revolutionize how these factories are made for energy efficiency, that is a huge application. And look at the market cap on this company, for example. Navitas, the market cap, less than $4 billion. Most of these companies are small companies, but if I scroll over to the left, looking at the growth rate and earnings, majority of them have favorable growth rate and earnings. With Canaan at the top of the list of 37%, datavault in second place at 22%. Look at the sales of both of these companies. Again, this is forecasted data. Now, Navitas, it's negative in both categories, but again, this partnership with NVIDIA has the potential to turn this company around. This is what all of their eggs are pretty much in this basket. Now, if we scroll over here to the left, we're going to take a look at some of our proprietary indicators, RV to VST, on a scale of 0 to 2. Above 1 is a favorable rating, below 1 is an unfavorable rating. The further you get away from 1, or the oscillation point, That speaks to the magnitude of that favor. Now, RV looks at long-term price appreciation potential. So even though that Canaan is overvalued right now, it does have some long-term price appreciation potential here. datavault AI and Navitas, more of a speculative bet here. Relative safety, none of these companies are safe by any means. But look at the trends of these stocks. Momentum for the bulls. RT is above run right now, so that's in the favor of the bulls. And overall, VST, combination of value, safety, and timing, not bad ratings across the board. One unfavorable rating here at 0.99, but very close to that oscillation point of 1. So pretty neutral there. You got one buy rating, 2 hold ratings. So let's jump in the chart and let's see if there's actually any opportunities when it comes to these positions. All right, first on the chart, we got Canaan, CAN. Look at the momentum to the upside right now. What I will say, we're at a pretty pivotal moment of resistance. I got resistance right at $2. You can see the upper wick. Looks like that resistance level holding today. But I said this opportunity did have some value opportunities here. The green line, this is our value. Now we can see the stock was undervalued, but since momentum has picked up with price action above the 20-day EMA, that momentum is to the upside. So I'm going to treat this stock as such, as a momentum play. Now, if our value, which is the green line, starts ticking up and starts catching up with price, that's going to give me more optimism with this position. But look at the forecasted data. Turnaround story here. Growth rate in earnings was negative, now coming in at 37%. Sales growth rate climbing to 40%, and the earnings per share was greatly in negative territory, but improving quite a bit over the last 12 months. Next up is datavault AI. Now, I did have a descending trend line here. Once price action broke this trend line, I've said this plenty of times, RT relative timing, such a powerful indicator. You can see as soon as price action broke that downward trend line, RT went in positive territory here. The close that day, 73 cents. The stock now, $2.24. Right now, we're currently sitting in a level of resistance. So I'd like to see price action break above $2.30 to get more optimism for the bulls. But looking at the forecasted data, on the rise, moving in the right direction. Sales growth rate 403%, growth rate in earnings 21%. Phenomenal company. Now, the last stock here I've got is Navitas Corp. You can see the pressure on with price action here getting a little bit more consolidated. The breakout above this trend line here causing the stock to be moved in a parabolic manner. Now, if I did get you in this position around $12, well, I think it was around $6 the first video, around $12 the second, but look now, $16, parabolic move, right? So you know what I'm going to say. Switch to something helping capture profits. Keep you on the right side of this momentum trade. Because right now the forecasted data moving in the wrong direction. Stock's overvalued right now. I'm going to stick more to the technicals on this position, even though I'm a believer in the long-term goals of this company. Now, that being said, once price action broke above this trend line here, you can see RT, relative timing, and favorable territory there. Actually, relative timing got you in a little bit earlier here, September 29th, with price action that day, the close around $7.19. You can see it currently getting close to $17 right now. So let's switch this over to the star search layout. This is a great way to capture momentum by zooming to a 3-month time span. We use 2 sets of Bollinger Bands, a standard deviation of 1 and a standard deviation of 3 with a 20-day look back period, creating us a fast lane. As long as price action remains in this fast lane, we'll be optimistic in this position. However, price slips below this yellow Bollinger Band here, which currently sits at $12.82. That's where I would consider taking profits and getting more defensive. Now, I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. I hope you enjoyed these 3 hot stocks. If you did, hit the like button. If you thought this video was informative and put the potential to make some money in your portfolio this year, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.